Happy New Year, Aries. How are my favorite emperors? 2023 is off to a banging start, and I hope it's going well for you. I've missed you. I thank you for coming back and seeing me again. Couple of things, and then we're going to jump into an energy reading for 2023's first full moon. January 6th, we have a full moon in Cancer. It's the wolf moon. And it's a very powerful moon and bringing to a culmination a lot of things for a lot of the signs. You are ruled by Mars, and Mars has been in retrograde for a few months now. I don't know if you're having as hard a time as the other signs are, but things are being, misjudged, taken for granted. Tempers are flaring. I mean, it's your home planet, so maybe you're okay. But in general, people have been dealing with a lot of stuff. Your ruling planet Mars, God of War. It's that feisty take action. That's why you're the Emperor. And it comes out of retrograde January 12th. So, if anybody has taken you wrong, or maybe you've taken other people wrong because they were in that energy, Aries, if it's important to you, go back and revisit it after the 12th, just to see if that was exactly what they meant, or that was exactly what you intended, you know what I mean? And it's a new year, so we got Mercury retrograde on top of it. That's kind of normal. So that on top of the Mars thing just makes communication a little hard. A little side note, I would wait until after Mercury comes out of retrograde on the 18th before purchasing any cars and or big electronics, big things. Don't forget to read the fine print. Okay. Alright, baby dolls. So we are going to find out what energy is this full moon bringing in for you. It's a full moon in Cancer, so that's about home. You are the first house. You're that emperor. You have shown up in a lot of the other readings because that Mars energy, is getting people feisty and ready to own it. So we're going to find out what's here for you. Real quick, this is a general reading, Aries. It's not going to fit everybody, and if you need more details, get a personal reading. Second, there is no gender in tarot. There's just pictures, women and men, kings and queens. It's a progression, and it's the fact that we all have divine feminine and masculine energies inside of us. Like you're the emperor, but you're also the queen of wands. So yin and yang working together make us who we are. Alright? So, Aries, I'm so glad you came back. Thank you. Sit back, relax. Let's see what this full moon in Cancer has for you. What beautiful energy is coming in from my Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Aries, my emperors, rulers of the first house. Fire, baby. Hey! Surrender to the divine. There's something, for lack of a better way to put it, you need to let go and let God. Whatever your higher power is. But there's something that you can't control, and as the Emperor in Aries, probably drives you insane. That you need to let it be what it's supposed to be. Okay? Because the end of a tough cycle is approaching for you. So whatever it is, surrender it to be what it's going to be. Because it's coming to an end and the tough cycle is out there, alright? So, but you need to bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And just in case, let's see where this reading goes. But the new moon in Aquarius is January 21st or 22nd. I'm blonde. But so that could also be when something culminates or what we see is coming for you. It's time to breathe out. Okay? Because the end of a tough cycle is approaching. And you just gotta let whatever you can't control go. It's like the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the courage, baby. Alright, loves. So, Aries, we're going to do the usual thing I do. And we're going to ask Spirit, what energy is coming to you with this full moon in Cancer? What is your challenge or your heads up that you need to pay attention to? What advice does Spirit have for you? And then, what is this all leading up to? What is the best likely outcome? All right, babies? So sit back, relax. Let's see what we got. I love you, Aries. I miss you. Okay. Let's see what we got for my Aries. What is this powerful, beautiful full moon in Cancer? First full moon of 2023. That's a book. Wow. I love you, but I really don't want the video to be that long. Oh, by the way, and I guess I forgot to say this part at the beginning, we've all been through trials and tribulations, right? That last year was hard for a lot of people. 222, that's a 6 year. It's raise your vibration. Think of the 6 of Swords. It's like moving on to a better place. Well, 2023, that's our better place. It's a 7 year, and you can be spiritually guided to move forward. See those seeds prosper, right? Know that you got it. I love this. So, here we go. One more time, Aries. What this full moon bringing in for you? What kind of energy do you have to work with this full moon power? Okay, you wanted that one. That was part of the book that fell out. So we got the reverse 3 of Wands. Done waiting for the perfect wave. Done waiting. We'll clarify. What is the challenge or heads up for Aries during this full moon season? And it's 3 days before and 3 days after for the power, the energy of the full moon. But then, let's reverse too. Then there's repercussions. You're resisting closing a chapter and moving on. We got the World in reverse and the 8 of Cups on the bottom. So your challenge, your heads up, is you're resisting closing out a cycle. This tough thing, right? Letting something go so that you can move on to something better. You literally walk up into the sunset. You need to surrender something to the divine. Alright? So, advice for Aries this full moon season. Advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Advice. Okay, what's that one? 2 of Wands. Well, yeah, it's to, leave something behind and expand forward. Try something new. You gotta turn your back on something and let it go because it's coming to culmination. Literally, as I say that, you get the 10 of Swords on the bottom. Aries, you gotta let it go. It's gonna drive you insane. It's gonna, swirl around in your brain, and you gotta surrender, let go, let God. Really, whatever your higher power is, you've got to set something free because you've been waiting too long and you're resisting, the end of something. The world is 21. After this, we get the Fool. We get a brand new adventure. So you're resisting. Sometimes that can, but we're gonna clarify. Yeah, something from the past or being melancholy about something. All right. What is the best likely outcome? Another book. It's only 4, so it's all upside down. My deck is not upside down. Ow! Aries, Babydolls. Well, it's not bad. Okay, so reverse 9 of Swords, reverse High Priestess, reverse 9 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. So, reverse 9 of Swords, the nightmare is going to be over, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Reversed High Priestess is you're not trusting to let it go to the divine, and Spirit is telling you sometimes you just have to go through it without answers. Sometimes you just have to do it without knowing, without being able to control. You just have to go through it. And they're telling you that the nightmare is over. You just got to trust. Surrender it. Let it, it's ending. For some of you, this is the end of being single or the end of a third party situation. But Aries, I'm feeling like you're not trusting that the nightmare is over, that you'll have what you need, that you're able to build something sturdy. Okay? It's kind of weird because it doesn't feel as negative as it should. It's it feels like resistance, not like, it's like something like you must have already been dealing, and it's just you're finally maybe propelling there. We have got some Leo energy for you, and you got a lot of that in your pre-shuffle. So the King of Wands, if this is about money or business or job, he is the entrepreneur, the go-getter. He is the man that'll get the job done. Remember, no gender interrupt. This is an energy. Okay? So what's coming in for you, I got two kings. This is beautiful. King of Swords and the King of Wands. So if this is about money, then this is turning around. If this is about love, there seems to be a choice or a dilemma in your head over logic and passion. And this moon energy and this full moon energy really brings to culmination things for people sometimes. And this is that Cancer energy where you just don't know, that we're bogged down. But if you believe and you let yourself heal, surrender it to the divine. Excuse me. They like that part because I'm burping again. So if you could just believe in that healing and know that you just had to go through it and surrender what you can't control, there will be an ending that leads to beautiful sunshine. You know what I mean? The ending in the world is then the fool. The ending in death is then the sunrise. It's always a progression. You gotta have that fire, Aries. Okay? Because it feels like this could be a big decision or a big issue for you mentally and emotionally, maybe even spiritually. Yeah. Let's clarify, my loves. Alright, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Why is the reverse Three of Wands here for Aries, please? Why is the reverse Three of Wands here for Aries? Well, it's not for nothing, Aries, but this is you and this is you. So your power is here. You have your power to embrace. Verse 3 of Wands, please. Okay, I think you're again with the resisting. So the energy is here for you for death, what I was just talking about. Endings and new beginnings. When the flower ripens, it falls off so the new flower bud can bloom. When the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it becomes the butterfly. It's time for a new beginning, a transition. And, things are lining up and getting ready for you. You planted the seeds, and you want them, but you're, again, with the resisting. I get this very resistant energy. And for some of you, it's almost like you're feeling attacked when you're not being attacked, or you're being way too defensive about everything. Maybe it's one of those subjects you need to revisit after the 12th. But the end of waiting to line things up and end and start again, that's the energy that's here for you, because your challenge is resisting the closure. And the energy here for you is done waiting. You know what I mean? And death, it is end or transition, period. Because whatever you put out there is here for you. The scales are balancing. That karma is here. That's why we end a tough cycle. Surrender that, the divine knows exactly where we're going and exactly why. And if we bring love into the situation, love for us, love for what we went through, it will culminate. You will. She walks away in the Eight of Cups from things that are no longer making her happy. But look at her. She's walking down a beach into the sunshine to something better. It's literally just wow. For some of you, being single is better than what you're going through. You're going to have everything you need, and if you just let this cycle in, get to start brand new. All right, loves. Let's find out why the world is here upside down, and that really wanted to come out. But I'm going to take it because it's you. I think you're your own challenge. The Emperor, Three of Swords, Five of Wands reversed. And you on the bottom, Queen of Wands. Aries, Aries, so much of your power is here. Okay? You got to take control of whatever disappointment, argument, difference of opinion, different goals is what I'm getting for some of you. Whatever, it led to some disappointment and some hurt or a realization that maybe you didn't like. And the Emperor, he controls his empire and he goes forth and he does what he needs to do, but he may not be the most in touch with his feelings. You may need to surrender to understand that you don't have control over everything. Alright? And I think that's why you're being guided to bring love into the situation, because your Emperor self is in your challenge. And it's keeping you from closing a cycle, from going off to something better. Alright? Because this is over. The arguments, the difference, and this could be work or love or family. I mean, whatever it was, it's done, but you're not letting it be done. You're not letting it go on because you're waiting for something. But you need to understand who you are, Queen of Wands. You are all that in a bag of chips. You're the luckiest sign. You're the passionate one. You're the sexiest. You're the go-getter. You get anything you want, the Queen of Wands. So go after it by leaving behind this other stuff. Ten of Wands, because it's time to be done. All right, loves? That's your challenge. It's up to you. Free will, all that. Two of Wands is the advice, even though I gave you all mine. So, Two of Wands. Justice. And that was here before. Eight of Swords. You're only as trapped as you think you are. You can't see your way forward. Surrender to the divine. Let it go. Bring love into the situation. Love yourself. Because you get the rainbow after the storm. That's when we get. And you got double 10. You got the plus the 10 of Wands a minute ago. Now you got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So the only thing stopping you from everything that you desire is your own thoughts, overthinking, overanalyzing, needing to be in control. Your advice, let go, let God. This is coming to a head, whatever it is. So just bring love into the situation for the now, for the journey now. Turn your back on whatever it was. Sever that energy so that you can turn this wheel around in the world, the chapter is complete and you move on because karma's here for you to balance things out. Your advice is to literally surrender to the divine. Let justice do its thing. Okay? Whatever is driving you insane. And for any of you going through legal matters, I just want to say that it's time to stop waiting. And I don't know if there's something that you haven't done to make it start happening, and that's why it's resisting. But you need to sign that contract, make that phone call, make that appearance, whatever, dead done on. Because we've got to move on to the next chapter. And what they're saying is if you would do that, justice is here for you. So if this is a financial or legal situation, get off your ass, stop waiting for the perfect moment, get her done. Okay? Hey, best likely outcome is the end of the nightmare. Knowing you have to go through it would totally fit you not fessing up to a legal situation. And then in that case, that Nine of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the nightmare will be over when you realize that you just got to go through this divorce and give up the idea that was built on solid ground. All right, loves? And this could be divorcing a business partner. It doesn't have to be love. Oh my God, and the second time in your reading, the Ten of Swords. Done, over with. Send flowers to the funeral. And because we do have the Death card in the Ten of Swords, I apologize that if someone in your scenario has passed over, then you need to deal with the legal situation of it, because it's how you move on to have everything that you need and know that you're building a future, Aries, okay? Wow, that took a dip, and I apologize, but yeah, for one or two of you, there could be somebody that, passed over. It could be a business partner, a family member, a friend or whatever, but apparently there is some legal situations and involved, and you're really being told, surrender what you can't control. That everything is approaching a climax, but legally, paperwork, whatever, you need to do what you need to do. You got to stop waiting around. I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll wait till the time is right, because it's resisting an ending, and they would very much like to fix that for you. All right, loves. So, baby dolls, we gonna find out, Aries, what energy is coming in for you after the full moon. So 3 days after, we'd make that January 9th. So what energy is available from my beautiful, sexy emperors, my Aries, from January 10th on? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Aries, what energy you got coming for them this January? Come on, baby dolls, talk to me. One last shot. I give you 3 passes. Come on up. Alright. Oh, I love it because you got this in your pre-shuffle. And you got a bunch of Leo energy in your pre-shuffle. Courage. You've got to have the courage to close out this chapter. Be done. Alright? Yes! And on the bottom, new beginnings. This is exactly what I've been trying to tell you. Let's go on, alright? Dreams can become a reality. Blessings are here for you. And look at that huge moon. Count your blessings and surrender to the divine, which you can't control. All right, loves? And if you love yourself and you bring love into the situation, it will work out. The end of this cycle is here for you, all right? This energy is awesome. I love that you got the new beginnings and the courage. It's perfect for you. All right, Aries, I love you. Since it's a new year, I'm going to get you a little fortune cookie. These are fun. I do them in private readings and parties and stuff. We're going to see what kind of fortune cookie we can get for you for the new year. If you don't mind, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, anything to let me know that you like having the videos back. So, Aries, what we got for 2023? Here we are in January, first full moon. I love it. Sunshine and society. Okay. Got sunshine. That's in my head. Okay, the sun is shining on you. Career and business growth. Fabulous communication and relationships. Business growth is awesome. Bring love into the situation, and you will have good communication in your relationships. Say yes to the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests for singles will be the result. I love it! Alright, one last one. Difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos and unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval because they are foretold. Surrender what you can't to the divine because you got sunshine coming in, all right? And you're going to get invitations to things. Do it. Get yourself out of this delay. And for whatever reason. You know, if it's a business thing or a passing on thing or a divorce thing or, you know, a simple breakup thing, but it involves, you know, had a lease together or you had, you know, money together, a business together. There's something. But there are these wonderful, wonderful new beginnings coming in for you. Just have the courage, baby. You got this. All right? Because the end of a tough cycle approaches. You just gotta let it. I love you, Aries. I hope I see you soon. But most of all, I wish you peace and love. Bye, baby dolls.